daw gagawin mo pagka patabi mo, ayaw mo kausap?
Ako hindi, nagbabasa ako. Ganito, no?
Ano?
Ito, nagbabasa ako. Hindi naman kita inaman dyan. Feeling mo.
Mabuhay, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Mega Manila at Worm.
Ngayon po ay araw ng Huwebes, ika-20 ng Marso, taong 2014.
Yes, bukas masaya, wala siya. Simula na po ng pagbabago.
Mas masaya ako, wala ka. Simula ng pagtahak sa tuwid na landas.
At least, diretso, smooth ang show. Samahan niyo po kami sa susunod na isang oras. Dito po sa inyong alternatibong newscast sa hapon. Ako si Snow Bago.
Mga kasama ko bukas, hindi boring. Sa amin, sunod sa mga balita, nalalam namin na kahit sa dyaryo, ito yung unang binubuklat. Ako naman po, si Meg Sioson.
Ayun dadamali natin 500 piso
Deal. Ikaw na may bayad sa akin nun. O sige, ayoko.
Naganti ka kahapon. Ito po
Yan yung paboritong PTV Sports.
Sa ulo ng ating mga nagbabagang sports balita.
5-time Trainer of the Year, Freddie Roach. Malaki ang paniniwalang may ibubuga pa sa ibabaw ng ring si Manny Pacquiao. Veteran center Asita Ulava, dismayado sa hindi pagkakasama sa kanya sa 2014 PBA All-Star Game. Newly crowned UAAP champion Ateneo Lady Eagles, itinuturing na title contender sa 10th season ng B-League. Partisipasyon ng 7-Eleven by Road Bike Philippines sa Letour Pilipinas Cycling Race sa susunod na buwan. Nalalagay sa balag ng alanganin. At Philadelphia 76ers nasadlak sa 22-game losing skid sa regular season ng National Association o NBA. Yan po ay mga headlines pa lamang. Detalye ng mga nag-uumasok na sports balita narito na. Tayo po ay nadidinig din ng live sa DCSR Sports Radio 918 sa snowbadwa.com at napapanood worldwide via internet streaming sa www.ptv.ph. Sa boxing, kinontra ni trainer Freddie Roach ang obserbasyon ng ilang mga eksperto at fans na palaylay na di umano ang performance ni Manny Pacquiao. Sa katunayan, tiniyak ng pamosong American cornerman na muling masisilayan ng mga fans ang dating bangis ni Pacquiao sa ibabaw ng ring sa rematch kontra Timothy Bradley sa April 13. Ang kabuang detalye, ihahatid ni Miss Keisha Halili.
Hindi pa laos at lalong hindi pa pababa ang performance ni Manny Pacquiao. Ito ang matigas na pahayag ni 5-time Trainer of the Year Freddie Roach, kasabay ng pangakong ilalabas ng muli ang dating bangis ni Pacquiao sa rematch kontra WBO welterweight champion Timothy Bradley. Ayon kay Roach, maling gawing basehan ang dinanas na kabiguan ni Pacquiao, kina Bradley at Juan Manuel Marquez noong 2012.
He's fighting one of his best fights he ever fought in his life. Why would that be sluggish? Why are you asking me that question? I just told you it's one of the best fights he fought. He just got caught. All right? What's wrong with that? His fight before that, Bradley, he won 10 out of 12 rounds. Is that, just because he didn't knock the guy out, he won all those rounds? Is that a bad performance?
Kasunod nito, ibinunyag ni Roach na posibleng itapat niya kay Pacquiao sa sparring sessions si Puerto Rican toughie Miguel Cotto na nag-e-ensayo rin ngayon sa Wildcard Gym sa Hollywood, California.
Is it possible that Cotto's going to spar with Manny to help Manny get ready for Bradley?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Sa ikalawang enkwentro kontra Bradley sa April 13, hanggang di Pacquiao na mabawi ang WBO welterweight belt na inagaw sa kanya ng American rival noong June 2012. Para sa PTV Sports, Keisha Halili, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Sa professional basketball, nakabalik agad sa winning form ang San Miguel Beer matapos na lumasap ng unang kabiguan sa elimination phase ng PBA Commissioner's Cup noong Biyernes. Sa pangunguna ni point guard Chris Ross na double performance na 22 points at 10 assists. Napigilan ng San Miguel ang late rally ng Rain or Shine Elastic Painters 112-107 kagabi upang umakyat sila sa solo third spot ng standings. Narito ang report ni PTV Sports Senior Correspondent Dennis Principe.
Balik sa winning ways ang San Miguel Beermen matapos magtala ng isang hard-earned victory laban sa Rain or Shine sa kasalukuyang PBA Commissioner's Cup. Nagpakita ng poise at determination sa crucial minutes ng laro ang Beermen upang iposte ang isang 112-107 victory laban sa E-Painters Miyerkules ng gabi sa Araneta Coliseum. Sumandal ang Beermen kay reigning most valuable player Arwin Santos at Phil-Am guard Chris Ross sa pagsungkit na ikatlong panalo sa 4 na laro. Go-ahead 3-pointer at isang pares ng free throws ang naibuslo ni Santos na nakatulong para pigilan ang comeback bid ng Rain or Shine buhat sa isang 16-point lead. Best player of the game si Ross sa kanyang career-high 22 points at 10 assists. Habang si San Miguel import Kevin Jones ay nagambag ng game-high 33 points at 15 rebounds.
It always feels good to beat a team that's quality as Rain or Shine, even if it's just an elimination game. It doesn't make up for the playoffs, make no mistake about that. But the degree to which you feel good about your accomplishment is always relative to the quality of your opponent. And so it feels good when you beat a team that's really well coached and really well disciplined.
Nasa third spot ng team standings ang San Miguel kasunod ng league leader Talk and Text na may 4-0 record at second placer San Mig na may 2-0 tally. Bumaba naman ang Rain or Shine sa team standings na ngayon ay kasosyo ang Ginebra sa 7th place sa parehong 1-2 win-loss slate. Para sa PTV Sports, Dennis Principe, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Samantala, hindi pa rin po tiyak kung kailan makakapaglaro si Talk and Text Trop and Texters veteran wingman Danny Siegel. Ang high-flying Phil-American forward ay una pong nagtamo ng calf muscle strain. Pero ayon kay Talk and Text therapist Dexter, pabalik na po sana sa aksyon si Siegel nang ma-injure naman ang kanyang quad muscle o hita. Nanggigil di umano sa practice si Siegel at nagsagawa ng isang dunk attempt dahilan upang magtamo siya ng strained quad. Sa ngayon po ay balot ng pighati ang damdamin ni Siegel, lalo pat ni minsan ay hindi pa siya nakakapaglaro sa kasalukuyang komperensya ng PBA.
Sa PBA pa rin, hindi pa rin inilahalin tulad ni Coach Tim Coe ng Sunday Coffee Mixers sa Alaska Aces team na binigyan niya ng 8 titulo noong dekada 90. Ito ay kahit pa nakakopo ng back-to-back championship sa Governor's Cup at All-Filipino Conference. Ang Coffee Mixers na ginabayan ngayon ni Cone. May report si Ms. Ria Arevalo ng Sports Radio 918.
Bagamat nakasikwat ng 2 magkasunod na titulo sa PBA, hindi pa rin maihahambing ni Coach Tim Coe ng San Mig Coffee Mixers sa Alaska Aces na namayagpag noong dekada 90. Ito'y dahil itinuturing ni Cone na special achievement ang hinakot na 8 PBA titles ng kanyang dating Alaska team mula 1995 hanggang 2000, kabilang narito ang Grand Slam noong 1996.
No, I mean, that's a long way. That was a special group, that Alaska team, and with Johnny and Joe and Bong and Portuino and Kenneth and Jeffrey at various times. And this team has a long way before they can get to that special level. Right now we're playing at a very high level. We're very good, but there's another level still to go, and that's from very good to great, and then from great to be special. And that's where that Alaska team was, in my opinion.
Gayunpaman, naniniwala si Cone na tamang landas ang tinatahak ng San Mig Coffee tungo sa asam na maging isang great PBA team.
Well, you never know. I mean, as long as we keep working, we'll continue to raise to different levels.
Samantala, nagbigay rin ng pahayag si Cone ukol sa posibilidad na makakopo siya ng ikalawang Grand Slam Championship sa Liga.
That's one thing we don't want to focus on or think about, kind of just try to stay what's in front of us at this point. And that's really key, just trying to stay in what's in front of us. And if you start thinking about that kind of stuff, it ruins the now. And that's what we're trying to make our players understand, and we don't want to talk about it or think about it. Just think about the next game.
Buhat ng gabayan ni Cone noong 2010, ang San Mig Coffee ay 3 beses lang nagkakampyon sa PBA, kaya't hindi may kakaila na sila ang itinuturing na pinakadominanteng team ngayon sa liga. Para sa PTV Sports, Ria Arevalo, Sports Radio 918.
Samantala, labis na ikinalungkot naman at ikinasama ng loob ni Man Asi Taulaba ang hindi pagkakapili sa kanya para mapabilang sa PBA All-Stars. Ito'y dahil nakamit na sana niya ang record na 13th All-Star appearance kung ibinoto lamang siya ng mga fans o di kay pinaboran siya ng mga coaches. Ang PBA selection po ay nakatakdang makipagbangga sa Gilas Pilipinas team sa main event ng All-Star Weekend sa Mall of Asia Arena sa Pasay City sa April 6. Narito ang report ni Sports Radio Senior Correspondent Cecil Kiblad.
Dismayado si Air 21 Express Center Asi Taulaba sa hindi pagkakasama sa kanya sa PBA All-Star Game. Ito'y dahil na niya ang record na 12 All-Star appearances na pinagsasaluhan nila ni PBA legend Alvin Patrimonio kung napabilang lamang siya sa first 5 sa botohan ng mga fans o di kaya'y napasama siya sa reserve list na pinili ng mga coaches.
I felt I played great this whole year, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. I'll use as motivations to come out and play even harder this conference and show everybody what The Rock got. The Rock ain't done yet, and just continue working. It doesn't matter now. Representing Air 21, and The Rock's going to come out there, give it 110% every night.
Kasunod nito, nangako si Taulaba na ibubuhos ang lahat para madala ang Express sa playoffs ng PBA Commissioner's Cup.
Probably they think I was too old and didn't play hard enough. But I lay it on the line, giving 110% every night. I think I played well the whole conference. But now it just became personal. Now I just got to go out there, prove to everybody that I was worthy.
Samantala, maging sina Air 21 coach Franz Pumarin at Jonas Villanueva ay hindi rin naiwasang malungkot sa pagkabigo ni Taulaba na makamit ang record na pang-13 All-Star appearance.
I was shocked also. I was so shocked. Because there's a policy you cannot vote your own player. But I was shocked how was it included. If you're gonna base it on the all-Filipino performance, I think he was one of the top performers.
Actually, nagpa-perform naman ng maayos si Lana, double-double pa siya. So, I think he deserves some credit din sa All-Star. Kahit pa paano na-represent naman yung team namin with the All-Star. Kasi deserving.
Nagbalik sa PBA noong 2013 Governor's Cup, ang 6'9" na si Taulaba ang isa sa top 3 players na nakalipas na All-Filipino Conference sa kanyang averages na 13.7 points, 13.1 rebound at 1.7 assists per game. Para sa PTV Sports, Cecil Kimlat, Sports Radio 918.
2 mistakes, boom. Libat naman po tayo sa tennis. Excuse me po. Patuloy po ang masalimuot na kampanya ng mga local na F Juniors Grade 1 Championship sa Rizal Memorial Tennis Court sa Maynila. Kanina po ay bigo ang tandem ni Russell Salas at Joaquim Samson na umabante sa susunod na round ng boys' doubles matapos na yumukod sila sa tambalan ni Jane Delaney ng Australia at William Matheson ng New Zealand 6-1, 1-6 at 10-7. Hindi rin po kinaya ng Pinay duo ni Andrea Amistad at Monica Cruz ang nakaduelong sina Natsuko Arakawa ng Japan at Lizette Cabrera ng Australia 6-1 at 6-love. Sa ngayon ay tanging ang partnership na lamang ni Jerome Romualdez at Estefan Suarez. Ang buhay pa ang kampanya sa boys' doubles habang sa distaff side ay ang tambalan na lamang ni Kim Iglupas at Roxanne Resma ang humahataw para sa Pilipinas.
Ikaw 5 na. Sa volleyball, ibinaling na ng Ateneo Blue Eagles ang atensyon sa pagkopo ng titulo sa 10th season ng V-League. Ito ay matapos ang kanilang historic feat sa UAAP Women's Volleyball Championship noong Sabado. Narito ang report ni Ms. Cristabel De Leon.
Dahil sa makasaysayang title conquest na katatapos sa UAAP Women's Volleyball, isa na ngayon sa mga tinuturing na teams to watch sa 10th season ng V-League ang Ateneo Lady Eagles. Sa panayam ng PTV Sports, naniniwala si Sports Division President at V-League organizer Moing Martelino na buong-buo ang kumpiyansa ngayon ng Ateneo dahil sa pagkumpleto ng Cinderella run sa UAAP.
Dahil yung ginawa nila, hindi naman biro yun eh. Isipin mo, makapiligdaanan nila bago sila nag-champion. So, ang taas-taas ng moral nitong Ateneo.
Hindi naman itinanggi ni Martelino na medyo nagulat siya dahil tila walang balak ang Katipunan-based squad na magbitbit ng reinforcement para sa first conference ng V-League.
As of now, walang isinasabit ang Ateneo na guest player. So kung ano yung performance sila sa respective leagues sila sa UAP and CA, mag-iiba yan because of the guest player.
Ang Ateneo ay kabilang sa 13 collegiate teams na magpapakitang gilas sa paghataw sa V-League ngayong season. Para sa PTV Sports, Cristabel De Leon, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Ito para kay Engineer Bong Sual at kay Tita Baby Sual sa cycling. Bagamat isang team, wala pa rin pong katiyakan ang pagpidal ng 7-Eleven by Road Bike Philippines sa paparating na Le Tour de Filipinas Cycling Race. Ito'y dahil hanggang sa ngayon ay hindi pa umano nakakatanggap ng imbitasyon mula sa mga organizers si team founder Engineer Bong Sual. May report si Ms. Judith Karingal ng Sports Radio 918.
Nalalagay sa balag ng alanganin ang partisipasyon ng Continental Team na 7-Eleven by Road Bike Philippines sa UCI Sanction Le Tour de Filipinas Cycling Race sa susunod na buwan. Ito'y dahil bagamat opisyal na kabilang sa 15 teams na pepedal sa 4-stage bikeathon, hanggang sa ngayon ay wala pa umanong natatanggap na imbitasyon mula sa mga organizers si team founder Engineer Bong Sual.
Wala pa eh. Hindi pa namin nare-receive ng kuponan namin ng cycling namin.
So ano approach nyo ngayon?
We will have a meeting tomorrow na dun sa ano, and we will decide na kung kami sasali. Pero definitely dapat salihan.
Kinuwestiyon rin ni Sual ang pagkakaroon ng entrance fee ng Le Tour Filipinas sa mga continental team tulad nila, bagay na binigyang katwiran naman ni Hara.
Kami willing, kaya lang nagiging problema naman namin pinagbabayad kami. Which is na hindi naman dapat kami pagbayaran dahil UCI sanction kami, tsaka continental team kami.
Ang presensya ng 7-Eleven by Road Bike Philippines sa Le Tour de Filipinas ay masasabing napaka-importante lalo pat nag-beg off na sa karera ang isa pang continental squad ng bansa na Team LBC. Para sa PTV Sports, Judith Karingal, Sports Radio 918.
Samantala, inaasahang daragsa ang mga partisipante sa 3rd edition ng Outbreak Mission Charity Run sa Intramuros, Manila sa susunod na buwan. Sa pakarera na may habang 3 hanggang 8 kilometro, tiyak na maninindig ang balahibo ng lahat ng mga kalahok dahil habang tinatahak nila ang ruta, ay hinahabol sila ng mga taong maarte na parang zombie. Para sa detalye, nagbabalik si Ms. Keisha Halili.
Nasa 5,000 runners ang inaasahang magpapartisipa sa zombie-themed fun run sa Manila sa April 5. May layuning makalikom ng pondo para masuportahan ang Heritage Conservation Society. Kakaibang experience ay inihanda ng mga organizers para sa mga kalahok, kung saan iba't ibang challenges at tasks ang kanilang pagdaraanan sa 3 hanggang 8 kilometrong pakarera habang hinahabol sila ng mga taong naka-costume at umaarte na parang zombie.
Well, I believe Filipinos really are love to be scared, and they go through all different things just to feel that thrill. Either they watch movies, they go through horror houses. Here, we're thrusting them into a zombie apocalyptic world.
Kind of stretches our advocacy information campaign, because we would like people to know what our history is about, what our heritage is about, and hopefully if they know that, then they will not be destroying it.
Ito ang 3rd edisyon ng Outbreak Missions, kung saan unang ginanap ang event sa Philinvest City noong Oktubre bago ito nasundan sa Bonifacio Global City noong Nobyembre. Para sa PTV Sports, Keisha Halili, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Hindi mo na kailangan ng costume doon.
Natami lasing, yung nakaganon.
Ikaw yun.
Parang tayong dalawa yun Ako yung host.
Hindi, ikaw nga hindi mo na kailangan ng costume doon Scary.
Yung makeup mo, yung natural look.
Scary. I'm scared now.
Kasi we're close, ha?
Ito nga yung nakikiclose sa akin, feeling
Unang bugso pa lamang po yan ang mga sports update na aming ihahatid sa inyo.
Susunod na yung favorite na home court.
Oy! Home court ba ngayon? Oo nga! May home court segment tayo
at ang kailang check email, Facebook at Twitter messages.
Kasama si Meg, syempre, at si Miss Michelle Gabugan. Sa pagbabalik ng
inyong paboritong PTV Sports.
Hello, folks. This is The Rock, Asi Taulava, Air 21 Express. You're watching PTV Sports.
Are very excited that
stay cool. And that guy Snow, I don't know about that guy sometimes. God bless, folks.
Hi, I'm Nicole Ramos, and welcome to another exciting episode of Home Court. Today we are featuring a 21-year-old, a young lady that represents the new Filipina. She's not only beautiful, intelligent, and talented, she is also athletic. And believe it or not, she also happens to be one of our country's representatives in the popular reality show, Asia's Next Top Model Season 2. That's simply wicked girl power for you. So now let's visit the crib of athlete and model Katarina Rodriguez.
Hi, Katarina. Oh, hi, guys. I'm Katarina Rodriguez from Asia's Next Top Model Season 2 representing the Philippines, and I'm also a varsity track and field runner at De La Salle University. Hey, come on in, guys. So this is my home. I actually live with my grandparents. As you can see around the house, it's very religious because my grandmother, she's an avid Catholic, so she's very, very much always going to mass and everything. And you know, it's nice because I feel very safe and protected in my home. So my grandparents actually really like paintings, and they have a few Amor Solo paintings that my grandfather has gotten over the years. This is my grandfather here when he was younger as well. And then this hallway, it's really funny because this is the hallway that I don't like to go through at night, especially when I come home late from like going out or anything. Or like once the lights here are off, I'm just like, I'm not going back out there. Like if I need to get water from the kitchen, like no, I'm not gonna. Because like, oh, of course, like there's the paintings and like the little dolls and everything, which kind of, you know, they're a bit creepy, but like here, this is the scary part. Then the mirror as well. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, this is my dad actually when he was a kid. They say I look a lot like him. That's my tito. Then there's my grandparents and my dad. Then my titos. So there are 4 sons. Okay, so this is my room. I try to keep it as simple as I possibly can. And I like space, so I try to create as much space as I can. Then, I don't know what to show you. Let's see. Actually, this is from one of my teammates, also one of my best friends. Her name is Marine Strivers. I'm a long distance runner, so my events are like 3K, 5K, 10K. Wow. Yeah, she's a sprinter. She gave me this for Christmas. It was from my first university games in Bacolod 2 years ago. And that's how we actually became friends, was through track. She's one of my best friends now. So there, yeah. That's like the only picture I'll ever put of myself because she gave to me. And you know, I really love track, so that's what keeps me sane. Then okay, I don't know what else to show. Yeah, so this is my bed. And then I like Adventure Time. Yeah. I have Jake from Adventure Time. Yeah, I bring him everywhere. He comes with me for like, if I have TV she's like abroad, or like if I have to do like Asia's Next Top Model press conferences, I bring him with me. Aww. Yeah, he's from my boyfriend actually.
How long have you been living here?
Okay, so I've been living here for over 2 years. It'll be 3 years this coming August. But when I was younger, I lived here for a couple years, I think, like 5 or 6. I was really young. And then when I moved back to the States, I'd come and visit every so often.
So most of your life you lived in the States?
Yeah. In Orlando, Florida, so Disney. Wow.
So what's your favorite spot here at home?
I'd have to say either my room or my grandparents' room. My room because it's my space and it's private and I can do whatever I want there. Or my grandparents' room because it's always cold and sometimes I just like sitting there with them, talking to them, watching TV with them. Okay, so this is my closet. I do have a lot of clothes. I like to arrange everything I'm like very color coded, so it's like white, green, black, pink, blah, blah, blah. And then I have my heels. As a model, you always have to have a pair of nude heels, nude pumps, and black pumps. And then I just have silver, because they've asked for silver and gold sometimes, and then I have other random heels. Actually, my running form and walking on the platform, they're two different forms, and they contradict each other. So on the show, you can see I have like a hard time with my runway, and then with running, it's because of my running form. I'm so used to it. Then when I came back, my coach was like, "What happened to your form? It's like you're at square one again." I was like, "I'm sorry, Coach Job." It's really because walking on the runway is completely different from running. And then I also like to draw. So here, this is where like I get like artsy, like some of my books here. Yeah, and then I like to draw a lot. If I do draw, it's either here or at my desk. But depends if it's too hot because of the windows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually like my room because like this whole wall is all windows. But I kept it down since it's quite hot right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I also draw, and then I actually practice yoga. I try to practice every single day if I can. I go to yoga. If you've heard of Yoga Plus, yeah. But I prefer to do it in the studio because if I'm by myself, I'm just like, okay, I'll do like crow and then text and then like stretch and then text. But of course, when you're in the studio, it's like the teacher's there, so there's no texting. I have more shoes here. Like, I like the. Yeah, I love them because I'm not exactly the tallest. These are from Planet Sports, actually. Here I have two, but like every time I go in there, I'm like, should I buy another pair? But they're quite expensive, so I don't. But since I'm not the tallest model, it's nice because they make me look taller. And then they're super cool to wear, and like I'll wear them with anything. I'll wear them with dresses. I'll wear them with skirts. Like I really don't care. I've actually been running since I was 14. I started running. I started running in the States. I was doing cross country and track and field there, and then so it was always like 5Ks. And then for track, also 5K or like a mile, they measure it differently. Then I stopped when I moved here, and I didn't know how to get into track. So I was actually golfing for a bit for LaSalle. Yeah, but I had never golfed before, so it was very random. And then one of the track runners was actually my classmate, and we were talking about it because I continued running. I would just run like in like the polo field or like in the gym or in the villages, anywhere. And then I would wake up early to run. So he said, well, you know, if you're waking up early anyway, why don't you join track? And I was like, wait, how do I join track? So then it went on from there. I ended up joining the team, and then I just fell in love with everything. I fell in love with Rizal, with my coaches, with all of my teammates, everything. Waking up so early, just killing yourself, sweating for 3 hours, and the progress, all of it.
Would you say that now, because you're a model, would you say that now you're into fashion more?
Yes, I definitely am. Before I really didn't care, but now it's like I have to care. I have to know who the designers are. I have to know what their style is, what is theirs specifically, like what hairstyle they like for like their new collection. I have to look at the magazines, and before I would not have liked it at all, but now I understand better why it's important and why I need to know these things.
Thank you so much, Katarina. We enjoyed visiting your home and getting to know you better here. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Thank you. Thank you. I had so much fun talking to you. A lot of fun. Too much fun.
Yeah, me too. Beauty, brains, and brawn. That's what DLSU lady trackster Katarina Rodriguez is all about. As a student athlete, she focuses her energies on and sport. And today, she represents our country in the biggest Asian franchise reality show, Asia's Next Top Model. Home Court continues to inspire, featuring athletes and personalities, their dreams, their passions, and their homes. This is Nicole Ramos for Home Court. See you guys next week. Bye!
Babalik ang pinakamalawak na sports newscast. Oo naman. Ikaw ulit mo pa rin.
Ang tangkad mo, ha? Direct, isa lang. Direct, request lang. Pakishoot mo na may paa namin, oh. Sige na. Direct, alam naman ng tao na nakakroma tayo, eh. Pakita mo na.
Wag direct.
Isa lang, kuya ano?
Direct mo.
Kuya Mandy, i-yoko mo, please. Ayaw. Walang kuya. Direct na. Okay, game. Sige.
Sige.
Pipicturean ko na lang. Patahan yung Instagram ko ngayon. Ano?
Paano pag sinabi na, we don't care.
Okay, anyway. So you guys can send us messages via facebook.com/PTV4Sports or tweet us at twitter.com/PTV4Sports or email at ptvsports@mail.ptv.ph.
At kung gusto niyo naman kami text, just type in radio space SR space your name space message and send it to 2311 for Globe and Touch Mobile. 350 naman pag Smart Talk and Text at Sun user ka. At dahil dyan, kwentuhan na tayo. Yes. Okay. Facebook.
Okay, from Mark Sindingin, sana ginawang proposal na lang ni JC sa gitna ng court katulad kila Vince Hizon para mas sweet. Pero parang hindi na original. So
pero paano ba siya nag-propose?
Sa airport, paalis si Bianca going to London.
Puntahan niyo sa Solar Sports Desk tsaka sa Spin.ph.
Ayun, nagsulat
Sweet naman din yun, di ba? Madaming ganung movies.
Hindi, ang nangyari,
hindi,
kakaiba eh. Kakaiba eh. So, ang ginawa ni JC, kinontak niya yung mga college teammates niya, sina Doug Kramer, sina Zach, Esto-Esta, tapos sina Jen Reyes. Tapos ang ginawa nila, nag-connive sila na sinabi ni Doug Kramer, teka, ipakita natin sinabi ni Doug Kramer kay JC, give him a give her a cold treatment, parang ganon. Huwag mo siyang kausapin, huwag mo siyang pansinin, ganon. Make her think na galit ka sa kanya o nagtatampo ka dahil aalis siya, di ba? Tapos so anong nangyari doon, masama yung loob ni Bianca to leave the country, no? Tapos eventually, so yung plane nila nag-start, ito direct pakita mo, no? So yung plane nila nag-start after na mag-check-in sa immigration si Bianca. Check-in na siya sa immigration, cleared na siya, papunta na siya dun sa check-in, mag-check-in na siya, di ba? Tapos biglang nag-public announcement. Sabi, Miss Bianca Gonzalez, you are wanted back at the immigration sa desk. Hindi, syempre natakot siya.
At siya nag-cooperate lahat,
tapos pagdating niya sa immigration desk, andun yung mga kaibigan nila, may mga dalang flowers. Wala si JC, wala pa si JC. Tapos nung bigla nangyari, doon sa may immigration, yung may sign doon, di ba? May lumabas na, Bianca, will you say yes? Tapos lumalabas si JC Intal, dala-dala yung sing-sing. So, and then, umiiyak na yan, sa scene na yan, umiiyak-iyak na si Bianca. Tapos, sumagot siya, of course. Sweet ba? Si Ryan Aranya po kailan magpo-propose kay
Pre-measure.
Ray, kailan ka magpo-propose?
At B.
Alam mo, pag nagpa-propose ka, sa gitna ng lansangan.
What's lansangan?
Doon sa may yung traffic. Sa may Quiapo Day. Yun ang pinakamaganda.
Lalo yung mga tao sa amin.
Sabi, traffic. Alis dyan.
Si Ron, kailan si Ron? Mali ba tayo? Next topic.
Ba't lagi ka naiingit sa akin?
Ano naman tayo? Facebook, basa tayo ng mga messages.
From Fisher Malonzo, hello Snow at PT Vixens. Update naman po about Tugade at Hans Thiele.
Didn't we call him last time? Tugade? Ba tinawagan natin?
Si Lardy, nag-update na kami kay Tugade last time. Meron siyang manukan dyan sa Alaminos, Pangasinan. Medyo malayo na talaga siya sa basketball. Tapos si Hans Thiele, I think naka-line up siya sa Barako Bull. No, kung di ako nagkakamali, sa Barako Bull po siya. Tapos ito si Miss Myra Portugal, para sa mga mahilig sa cycling meron po silang ride out with Chris Hoben. No, rider po ito ng 7-11 by Road Bike Philippines. No? Yung may-ari ng road bike, isang mahaba ang buhok, no? Tsaka isang wala, no? Boss Engineer Bong, no? Okay. Okay. Yung mga gusto makipag-bike kay Chris Hoben, champion po ito, reigning Tour of Indonesia champion. 8 o'clock po ng umaga sa Sabado, bibiyahe po kayo, no? Ride out hanggang San Roque. So yung mga gusto sumama, meeting stop po ninyo, Roca Village sa may Plaridel, Bulacan. Mga lang yan, mga 15 kilometers yung distansya no? Anyway.
From Mariel Cantorna. Good PM po mga idols. Just want to ask, saan po ipapalabas yung PBA All-Star 2014? And any update po sa Sunmig Super Coffee Mixers? Lagi po ako nanonood ng PTV Sports. God bless po and more power to the show. Pabati na rin po. So, hi Mariel.
Okay.
So, ipapalabas ba yung PBA All-Star?
Okay. Sandali. All-Star sa TV5. No? Alam ko, alas 8 ng gabi yun. No?
April 6 to, di ba?
April 6. Tapos may laro yan Sabado. Yung namang Greats versus Stalwarts. Teka muna, nagre-request si Ryan Aranya. Pipicturean daw tayo ngayon. Ayan, sige. Okay. Smile daw tayong tatlo. 1. Alright, ready ka na ha? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yan. Hintayin natin ha. Pipicture na niya tayo. God. Tingnan natin sa Instagram niya yan mamaya. Okay?
Sige, tingnan tayo.
Next, basa pa.
Ayan. From K. Dipatuan. Hello po, pwede niyo bang PJ Simone para batiin ako? Please, birthday ko kasi bukas, March 21. Please po, thank you.
Si K. Dipatuan. Wow. Sige, subukan natin. Baka nasa practice eh.
Try ko na rin.
Advance happy birthday.
Sige, try ko ha. Si Florenia Calolo tsaka si Cherry Juric. Galing po silang Canada ha. Florenia Calolo tsaka Jerica Duric. No? Try kong tawagan si Peter Jun Simon ngayon. Tapos kumustahin din natin siya. No? Tapos pabati na rin natin yung may birthday. Okay, basa?
Lipat naman tayo sa text from Anton Bantugan. Naimbag nga
Rabii.
Manin, Sir Snow at Dennis and Cute Nicole. Ask ko lang po kung may balita kayo kung bakit nagpalit ng jersey number. Naputol eh. Nako, naputol yung text niyo.
So from Myra Flores. Hello Sir Snow, aka Papa Piolo of PTV Sports. Pretty ladies, Megan Michelle. Where is Sir Dennis? We're always watching your show.
Si Dennis, alam ko, lumabas po siya. Boss Ambet, nasa si Dennis? Nasa Pampanga ata eh. No? O kasama yung family. O making over somewhere. No? Hindi namin natanong eh. Pero andito siya kanina. No? Okay, basa pa tayo ng mga messages. Dinadahil ko na si Peter. Pero alam ko nasa practice sila eh.
Okay, from Leomar Balasta, Angono Rosal. Good PM mga idol, may trade po ba sa Global Port at ipapalitan po ba yung import nila? Salamat po, pakibati naman po yung Balasta family. So, may trade ba sa Global?
May tanong din ako
Ito na, sadali sagutin natin yan. Peter, PJ, Snow ito. Noy. Si Snow ito. Ito na bago ko number I miss you. What are you doing there? PJ, pwede ka ba namin ma-interview saglit sa TV? Hindi naman mga kontrobersyal. Mga simpleng tanong lang. Tapos may fan ka kasi dito na birthday bukas, nagpapabati.
Oo, yan.
Si Kay.
Ha? Okay na ba? Ito. Sadali, papatch kita Okay, nasa kabilang linya na po si Idol Peter Jun Simon ng Sunmig Coffee Mixers. PJ, gandang hapon sa'yo. Welcome sa PTV Sports.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat at magandang hapon din sa inyo, Snow.
Okay, Idol, si Kay Dipatuan, birthday bukas. Baka pwede mo naman batiin.
Okay, happy birthday pala sa'yo. Sana makapanood ka ng game namin live. And kung kaming makita, pwede mo rin kaming i-visit sa practice namin.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, ilang questions lang, PJ. So, kamusta ang composure ng team natin ngayon? Mukhang tuloy-tuloy yung ninyo, Yung role ninyo, yung after the championship, nagpahinga lang kayo ng ilang araw, pero yung winning streak ninyo, andyan pa rin. Anong sikreto nun, PJ?
Sabi lang sa amin ni Coach, everyday is a process pa rin. So, kailangan pa rin namin hindi mag-relax kasi every conference is a different conferences. So, kaya hanggang ngayon, talaga nakafocus pa rin kami every day sa practice.
Okay. Pero, PJ, ngayon ba nakikita mo na mas malakas yung team ninyo? Mas consistent kayo compared nung nakaraang conference na nag-struggle kayo in the early goings?
Ganun pa rin naman. Siguro yung chemistry kasi ngayon ng team, nandun kasi. Yun kasi yung pinaka-importante. Kaya kahit ano mangyari, malamangan man kami or lalamang kami, ganun pa rin yung lalaroin namin.
Oo. Pero PJ, ngayon may mga threat na mga umuusbong yung mga batang player sa inyo. Katulad nitong, for example, si Justin Melton. Mga kapwesto niyo yan. Tapos andyan pa rin yung Peter Jun Simon. Yung Aline Maliksi, pabalik na. Tapos meron pa kayong reserve na JR Kawali. May Alex Malyari pa. Kayo ba ni James ng team, hindi kayo nati-threaten somehow?
Actually, nakakatuwa nga dahil nakikita rin namin yung sarili namin sa kanila. Kaya, siyempre, ganoon naman talaga ang basketball cycle lang yun. So, talagang may papalit din talaga sa'yo in time. So, habang kaya pa, kaya sige lang, push lang ng push.
Pero parang natutulak kayo rito para mas mag-strive pang lalo sa ensayo. Kumaga, i-maintain i-sustain yung ninyo, yung posisyon, yung laro, yung level.
Oo naman, pero like sa sinabi ko sa inyo, hindi naman kasi individual yung dito sa team ng Sunmig Coffee Mixers. Kaya napakaganda maglaro dito kasi hindi mo naman kailangan buhatin yung team na mag-isa ka lang. Kaya kahit pa-quality minutes, okay na yun.
Pero yung ganun bang punto, PJ, hindi nakaka-insecure ako, katulad ako. Nasa broadcast ako, pagka may mga lumabas kunyari na katulad ni Mishi, nila Mick, parang kinakabahan din ako sa pwesto ko eh. Sa inyo ba hindi ganon?
Hindi naman ganun kasi talagang win-workout namin yung chemistry sa kayong samahan. Dito yung pinaka-importante and napagdaanan ko na rin yung dati kasi ganun din ako. Lagi akong nasa off the bench, kaya nga ngayon nga yung ginagawa pa nga namin, mas pinagsasabihan namin sila, ina-advise na darating din yung time ninyo and halos kayo na rin yung mag-finish ng game next time. So kumbaga, baliwala sa'yo, sanay ka ng off the bench, sanay ka ng star no, sa team, kung saan ka lang dalhin talaga, no? Parang gano'n, PJ? Okay lang naman kasi siguro siguro alam na namin yung alam ko lang yung role ko sa team, kaya siguro hindi ako masyadong nagpapanik.
Oo nga. Anyway, PJ, kasama ko si Meg tsaka si Mishi. Kilala ba si Mishi, yung girlfriend ni Ryan Aranya?
Di pa kami nag-meet.
Unahin ko si Meg, magtatanong sa'yo.
PJ, may gusto ipatanong sa akin si Snow.
No. Ano naman?
Ano yun?
Saan na lang kayo nagpa-practice para pwede kayo puntahan ni Kay?
Sir, Ronak kami nagpa-practice.
What time?
Hapon to no?
Hapon. Okay,
hapon kasi kami.
Segment for what's in.
So dadalaw sa'yo minsan si Mishi Pero ito na lang, PJ, last question. So, nagdo-double practice pa ba kayo ngayon? Yung the usual na ginagawa nyo kay Coach Tim? Hindi na?
Hindi na. Kasi talagang
kabisado nyo na ilan yung triangle no?
Hindi naman. Sobrang bugbog na kami. Kaya minsan, binabalance rin ni Coach yung practice namin.
Pero wala pa rin kumbaga hindi nyo pa rin talaga ganun kagamay yung triangle. Kayo mga mainstay ng Sunmig, mga ilang percent pa lang yung pagkakaalam ninyo sa triangle?
Hindi ko ma-rate kung ilang percent pero talagang non-stop naman talaga yung learning dun sa triangle kasi talagang merong mga bago. So pag merong bago, syempre mag-a-adjust na naman kami para sa kanila. Kaya yun, sige, tuloy-tuloy lang.
Okay. PJ, si Mishi, may tatanong ulit.
Nagtatanong daw si Ryan Aranya kung ano yung game plan nyo sa Saturday.
Yan sabihin mo PJ, ito sagot. Tuturuan kita ng sagot PJ Yan, pati din ang natalisod mong paa. Sabihin mo, kagabi. Okay PJ, maraming salamat sa iyo at isa pa pala ihabol ko itong si saan yun? Baba mo nga. Baba mo. Kasi si Lian, Miss Lishin, pinapabati ka. PJ Simon, we love you, tsaka si Jelly. Si Lian tsaka si Jelly, hello daw.
Hi din sa kanila. Salamat sa
thank you PJ. Salamat sa oras matagal na ako nagtatago sa iyo Alam ko hinahating mo Okay, ingat ka. Salamat all. Thank you.
Okay, God bless. Thank you.
Si Peter June Simon po ang superstar ng Sunmig Coffee Mixer. So ayan, nababati na natin si Kay Okay, so salamat po. Okay, si Jonas nagte-text, tapos na yung story niya. Okay. Sige, basa na. Messages.
Sige, si Junior, good PM mga pogi. Sana, pogi. At ganda, sana ilipat ng ibang channel ang PBA para lahat ng games ma-live. Siguro ma-watch live. Ang gulo kasi sa ABC5 from Junior of, where is this? Negros Oriental. So, yun nga, ba't ganun yung schedule? How come they won't keep it on one channel?
Ngayon, hindi na po iba-iba. Okay? So, simula kagabi, hindi nyo na po mapapanood ang PBA sa Action TV. So, yung 8 o'clock, yung game kagabi ng Rain or Shine, tsaka ng San Miguel Beermen, live na po yan sa TV5. Okay? Tapos, di ba kung matatandaan ninyo, dati tuwing Miyerkules, dala-dalawa yung napapanood natin. Dalawang games, di ba? Ngayon, yung Wednesday po, isa na lang yung in-split yan. Nilagay ng Monday, 8 o'clock, panood po ng live sa TV5 yan. Yung second game nung Wednesday, wala na first game dahil nalipat na Monday, live po yan 8 o'clock sa TV5. Okay? Pag Friday, yung pong first game, i-air ng 11 o'clock ng gabi sa TV5, pero yung second game, live po sa TV5 at 8 o'clock. Okay? So in short, lahat ng 8 o'clock live. Sabado, Linggo na games, live po pareho sa TV5. So one game lang ang hindi live and that's yung Friday's first game, i-air po yan 11 o'clock ng gabi sa TV5.
From Pedro Lino, Miss No at Sir Dennis, ask ko lang po sino sa tingin nyo isasama na players ng Blackwater papunta ng PBA at yung Kia po, saan kukuha ng players nila? Thanks, Nicole. Ganda mo. Batiin mo naman ako.
Salamat po, Pedro. Natang nanonood ka. Kanina nag-segment naman si Nicole. Yung Blackwater po, kasi sa ngayon hindi pa gumagalaw masyado yung Blackwater pero nasa wishlist ni Boss Joseldo C. Nanonood sa atin ngayon. Tsaka si Kuya Mike Lim, tsaka si Kuya Johnson Martinez, tsaka si Mr. Wilbert Lawa, at tsaka si Patrick Aquino. Ang dami nila doon, ano? Target nila na kunin yung combination ni Bobby Ray Parks at saka ito pong si Chris Banchero. Si Bobby Ray Parks gusto nila ma-line up ngayon sa start ng Foundation Cup sa kanilang title defense. Si Banchero, medyo i-request nila na isama kasi naka-line up naman sa kanila yun before the draft was implemented ngayong season sa PBA D-League. Yung Kia sa ngayon, wala pa po but they will have a meeting with the PBA next week. Okay?
But saan daw sila makakuha ng players? Reserve, no?
Wala pa sa ngayon.
Hindi
kasi ang problem kasi ng Kia ngayon, in even Blackwater tsaka ng NLEX, kailangan pumasa muna sila sa PBA board, yung kanilang application.
Pero more or less ba, go na yun?
Hindi, kailangan pumasa yun. Kasi ngayon, in-scrutinize yung kanilang financial statement Tinitignan kung kaya nyo bang mag-maintain ng team ng longest time, gano'n-gano'n, kaya nyo bang magpasweldo, gano'n-gano'n. Kasi hindi porket may gustong pumasok na team papapasukin na. Paano kung kunyari bogus yung kumpanya? Diba? Kawawa yung mga player. Tapos magugulo yung ng PBA. Diba?
So if ever nakapasok sila, saan sila kukuha ng players?
Pwede sila kumuha sa draft ngayon?
Pwedeng humingi ng pick yung Kia. Tapos po pwede manghingi ng dispersal draft na hihingi sila.
Pwede rin sila kumuha sa D-League.
Pwede din. Depende kasi sa magiging concession yan. But
pwede sila kumuha sa...
Hindi, kasi ano yan tatanungin mo na yung board Tapos magre-request sila ngayon dyan. Sila magma-map out yan. Sa ngayon kasi yung Kia, wala po sila mga sports personalities involved pa dun sa kanilang kumpanya. Basta nangyari lang, nag-apply yung Kia, gusto nilang pumasok sa PBA because yung kanilang mother company, yung Kia World, is requiring them to focus on sports sa kanilang advertisement.
Pero hindi sila basta-basta pwede kumuha ng players nila.
Depende kasi yun sa concession. So, ganito muna yan, Meg. So, parang anong nangyari? Si Meg po, nag-a-apply sa amin, nagtatanong na siya, ano ba, may 13-month pay ba ako? Meron ba akong ganito? Bonus? Pumasok ka muna, Meg. Gano'n.
So, pag nakapasok ka na, tsaka nila sasabihin.
Yun. Okay, ito po, yung, direct pakita mo to.
Resty Macabulo.
Si Resty, ayan. Ito po yung, saan na yun? Nawala.
Ito yun.
Ito po yung paa ni Meg ngayon, Tignan nyo,
Tinatanong tuloy nila.
May tuntungan si Meg.
Tinatanong nila kung ano height ko. 5'4" ako. Si Mishi kasi 5'8". So, kailangan pumunta.
Yes, 5'8".
Oo. Pero hindi ako maliit. Ikaw 5'5".
Oy! Sobra ka,
Ayan, 1 inch difference lang tayo.
Si Eugene San Antonio,
More power. The best ang show nyo. Keep it up, guys.
Okay, salamat po sa inyo. Tapos si Resty Macabulos, pinicturean po kami ni Meg.
Ang ganda.
Tawa na kami ng tawanan. Mukha tayong kamukha ko si KFC dyan, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Tawa ko.
More of Jollibee.
Tapos si Meg yung
cute,
Ellen's Special Care.
Ano?
Si Ellen's Special Care.
Ikaw.
Alam mo, magpasalamat na tayo sa ating mga sponsors. Mauna ka na, Meg.
Thank you to Mr. Amis Tumang ng Amazing Playground, Dr. MJ Tarsing Institute, Medical Center, ano pa ba?
Dean Grace Pharmacy.
Yes, Dean Grace Pharmacy, My Jewelry Box.
Ba't di mo na po
Frank and Morse.
And Missy?
I'd like to greet my mom, my dad, and my brother John Paul, si Josh Beramo and his family, of course to my boyfriend Ryan Aranya and his family, si Tita Elsa and Tito Tessie.
Amazing Playground. Thank you.
Yes.
Sila.
Amis, hello. They're watching right now of Amazing Playground. Doc Ginovich Shumura. And thank you to Zoe of Dress Up Online Shop for my top.
Kung gusto niyo na mura na maka-discount kayo sa Amazing Playground, pumunta dyan sa Doña Juana Building.
Nauna.
Nandun sila, sagot ni Ryan. Libre pa. Akitin nyo kayo. Nauna, hanggang 7 o'clock.
Pati dinner.
At salamat po sa Paracamel Energy Cola, Mr. Joshua, Michael Johnson, Chua, Paul Chua, Mr. J. Lianos D, Axel 316, Mr. Willie Ortiz, Philip Golo, Willa Rosa, Jacob Malapas at Arby Roa. Po sa Rapika Show pala ng Barako, salamat. At sa kay Ninong Renato Lirio ng Rally Tours and Travel, sa Ever Bilena, Mr. Giselle Josie, Boss Wilbert Noah, Mr. Siliman C, and also si Kuya Mike Lim, si Patrick Aquino, at the rest of the guys ng Ever Bilena. Thank you. At saka sa Hookup Watches, Boss Rudy Yu, at sa Macbeth. Ang tabayanan po ang News at 6, kasama sila Miss Cathy San Gabriel, Atty. Marcos Rodes, at Ralph Obina. Ako po ang Coach Stowe Badua.
Meg Siozon.
Michelle Gavagan.
Sports Radio! Kalas na tayo! Narito po ang mga tampok na balita sa News at 6.